Hey guys, how you doing? This is Nick, otherwise known as ISethKills, and today we're going to be doing a Eisendrache tutorial full walkthrough, and I'm excited about doing it because this is my favorite zombie map. This is what brought me back into the zombies, so I'm glad to do it. So let's dive in. As far as your gobblegums is concerned, what you want to do is you want to choose gobblegum that's going to save you time or money. You can choose any gobblegums you want, but the only gobblegum I want you to concentrate on to definitely equip is called Danger Closest. This is going to help us with the boss fight. Any other gobblegum is pretty much dealer's choice, whatever you want to use. Alright, what a beautiful map. I've loved this map almost for a decade now. Alright, let's see what gobblegum we get here. Hey, my luck, purple. Alright, so we're gonna stay in here for a few rounds and then we'll open this door and we're gonna start filling up 3 dragons and we'll start showing those locations as soon as we get out of this room. Alright, so we got the map opened. First thing you want to do is know about these launch pads. Anytime you see these launch pads, you just want to go ahead and activate them. Next thing we're going to talk about is the shield parts. So the first shield part will be located right here. If it's not there, it'll be right here, which is in my game. If it's not there, go ahead and activate this launcher pad. It'll be right here on the stairs. Next thing I want to discuss really quick would be how to turn on power, which would be right here, this little lever. Once that lever is pulled, this door will open. Next launch pad location is right here. I'm going to go ahead and activate that. Shield location for the second part will be right here. If it's not there, it's going to be down here on this corner. If it's not there, it'll be right here. Go ahead and pick that up.
Other pieces must.
Next location for the last shield piece is going to involve activating these squares. There's going to be 4 of them. Once you activate them, the anti-gravity will turn on, and the shield location parts are right here, and you can use the anti-gravity to get it, or right here, or it could be right here, like right here above Pack-a-Punch. So let's go ahead and get the anti-gravity on. Got the anti-gravity on, so we're going to go ahead and get the shield piece, pick that up, and we're going to go ahead and build this into church. Later on, we're going to build our Ragnarok's right there, but that's another buildable location. For now, we'll go ahead and build it here. First step in this Easter egg is getting the Wonder Weapon. So what we're going to do is we're going to build one of the Wonder Weapons. In this case, we're going to build the electric one, which is really the only one I suggest. If you're in matchmaking, you want to choose ranked. If you choose non-ranked, as far as, you know, the choices you get for lobby, then you won't be able to just do one. If you choose non-ranked, you'll have to build all 4 bows. So just make sure you choose ranked, so you only have to do 1 bow. So we're going to go ahead and fill this dragon up, and then we'll show you the next location. Alright, so we got this dragon finished, so let's go ahead and get to the next one. Next dragon location would be in the pyramid location, which, by the way, it takes 8 souls for this dragon to be done. So that's for every location. So we'll go ahead and fill this guy up. Alright, got this one all finished up and done with, so let's go to the next location. Alright, next location is going to be inside the church where we built the shield. And same thing, it's just going to take 8 zombies to get this all done and finished with. Alright, so we got this dragon all filled up, so let's go ahead and pick up our reward, which is a great one. The fire bow. So we'll go ahead and pick this up. And like I said, we're going to be building the electric bow, so let's go ahead and pick up that arrow. Where you can pick up the electric bow's arrow is right here, which is right next to the first Pack-a-Punch location, next to power. Basically, you just need to throw a charge shot at that little rooster there. I'm going to drop this arrow. Go ahead and pick that up. Next step here is going to be shooting some haystacks. So the first haystack is going to be right next to where you picked up the arrow, which is going to be right here. Just go ahead and aim and shoot. Next location is going to be right to the right side of the arrow, which is going to be over here in that corner. This one's a little far, so just try your best and, you know, aim. Oh, okay, never mind. I got it first shot. All right. So the next one, we're going to go ahead and go to the teleporter right next to the church. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be opening this door here, or right under the church, I should say, next to the pyramid. You're going to be taking this teleporter here. And once you get to this side, the haystack you'll be able to shoot is right here. You can actually get this from spawn. Like, there's a way you can shoot from the other side, but I just go ahead and take the teleporter because we need to get here anyways. Since you're here, go ahead and activate this launch pad here, and then go ahead and activate Pack-a-Punch here, and we'll go ahead and teleport to the next side. After shooting all the haystacks, you want to make your way back to the pyramid. And you see these little things that are glowing. You need to wait for anti-gravity. And right next to this door, once anti-gravity is up, go ahead and start wall riding. And your goal is to hit everything that's glowing. It's all the way around, if you see. Right there, over there, right here. We're going to show you the pathway as soon as gravity turns on. All right, here we go. We're going to go ahead and walk from this corner here, up, start the wall ride. We're going to look at the wall here, and as long as you just keep looking at the wall, you'll hit all the markers, and sometimes you'll slip, and as long as you just, you know, kind of go back on the wall and get that symbol if you missed it, you'll be fine. So there, we hit all the symbols. The next thing we're going to do is start filling up the vases. First vase location is right next to the clock tower, and it's going to be right under the stairs right here. And I believe this takes about 6 zombies to fill up. So we'll go ahead and fill this up now. Alright, we got that one filled up, which it took 6 zombies to fill up. So we're going to go to the next location. The next location is right above double tap, which is right here. So we'll go ahead and fill this guy up. Alright, so this is all filled up. And just to kind of give you an idea where it's at. Right there, second floor, right above double tap, right next to spawn. So we're going to go to the next location here. Next location, we're going to have to go back in the teleporter. And once in, we're going to fill this guy up. And again, it's going to take 6 zombie souls. Alright, so once it's all filled up, we're going to get rid of these because that's the last zombie in the round. So once it's filled up, we're going to do a charge shot. Since you're holding your charge shot, you're taking the electricity with you, and you're going to shoot the haystacks. Alright, so we got that one. The next location is at spawn above double tap. So we're going to try to shoot it from out the window here, but we'll see what happens. A little bit over. This is slightly over. Alright, we didn't get it that time, it's fine. Sometimes it takes a little bit to get. It's funny how I made that first shot, but with the charged electric shot, it's taking me a little bit of time. Alright, got that one. And you just basically want to aim for that, you know, just below where the smoke ends is pretty much how you get that one from over here. And then from over here, same thing. If you shot it, you want to just aim for like right above where the smokestack ends, or right below it, I should say. And we're going to get this last one here. And then this is the last one. Alright, we got it. So now our little rooster there is burning. We gotta save it. So we have to interact with this cloud. Once we interact with the cloud, Rooster will grab the cloud and give you a bow in exchange for putting his fire out. Nice of him, huh? So we're gonna wait for that bow. Alright, got it. So we're gonna go ahead and go back to the pyramid section of the map. Right, so once you enter into the pyramid from this doorway, you're gonna go to the first chest here. It has a little whirlwind. Actually, will give you a max ammo. And what it's gonna take is 20 souls. So we'll go ahead and fill this up, and then we'll go to the next step. Alright, so it takes 20 zombie souls. Once you fill the 20 zombie souls, what you need to do is, let's get rid of this widow wines first, as you need to interact with this. It's going to take away your fire bow, and it's going to upgrade it to the electric bow. You can go ahead and interact with it. And in order to start this Easter egg, and the reason why we needed to build this first is because you need to hit whisks around the map. And before we do that, we need to activate the Easter egg, and you can only activate the Easter egg with the actual fire bow itself. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back. We're going to grab the fire bow again here. And we're going to go over whisk locations. There's many of them. So this next step, once we shoot what's above the teleporter, you're going to hear this little sound, and that sound is the indicator of this challenge starting. So this is a time challenge, and basically what you need to do is you need to shoot each whisk with your wonder weapon, which is our electric bow. Doesn't need to be a charge shot, you just need to shoot one shot. And these are the whisk locations as followed. The first location is this clock right here. Next location is this radio right here. And how you know it's active is it's going to be filled up with electricity. So this one's going to be filled up with electricity, and circling this radio is going to be filled up with electricity. The next location here is going to be, so there's two there, and there's going to be one right here at this clock. The next location after that is going to be around this corner where power is. And where this pack-a-punch is, it's going to be this phone. The next location is going to be in Samantha's room. And it's going to be this globe right here.
This room belonged to Max's. He was the first among us.
The next location is going to be right here, right above double tap. And it's going to be right there, that box. The next location is going to be on this car. And it's going to be this back tire right here. Next location and final location is going to be this phone right here. But before that, what we're going to do is we're going to go back up to where power is. One thing you need to make sure to do in order for this step to work is you need to change this from destroy to protect. So we're going to go ahead and change this now. Once, actually, we can only change that once we get this part, but we'll come back to this later. Alright, so since I got my fire bow, what we're going to do to activate this first step is we're going to go to the teleporter here and shoot the top of it. So let's go ahead and do that. It doesn't need to be accurate, you just need to shoot it like 3 times, maybe to like all those nodes. Once you hear that sound, what you're going to do is you're come over here and you're going to pick up your wonder weapon. We're going to go ahead and check locations now together. And it's not there. It's not there. Let's go ahead and check this clock over here. Not there. Okay, it's power, so we're gonna get that one. Once you hit the first one, you're gonna hear that sound cue again. That's how you know you got it. And there it is. So it's not globe.
I remember this room. I remember Samantha. She is no longer here.
Now double tap, let's check the car. My car. It's probably gonna be church, but since we're here, we'll check quick revive. Not there. Not the best rotation, but it's fine. All right. Let's go and check it again. Not there. Okay, so it's the radio. We're gonna hang out here and wait for it. Because it might be the clock. All right, it's not the clock. Check this clock over here. It's not this one. All right. We know it's not going to be power, but we'll make a stop by globe. Just to check on it. This is probably one of the worst whisk spawns I've seen. All right, it's not a globe. So let's go ahead and check double tap. I believe we only got 2 of them so far. Double tap. Not car, so it's gonna be the last one. Yeah, I'm telling you, the worst luck. Well, at least you guys get to see what worst luck seems like. And we might have gotten the glitch. That is so bad. So when this happens and you checked all the locations and you don't see any of them shining, that means one of them is active, but it's not showing up. So in that case, it's not, showing up visually. So in that case, you pretty much have to guess. So since that one was in there, I'm going to take a guess and I'm going to say it's probably going to be globe or it's going to be this clock. Since we're closest to the clock, we're just going to take a chance. It might be wrong. Yeah, and it's wrong. So that's what it looks like when you have the visual glitch. So in order to do that again, we have to start the round. So we'll go ahead and do that now. I love when you're doing a tutorial and it just glitches the first time. That's awesome. So let's go ahead and start this round. At least you get to see how it looks like when it glitches. At least you can kind of take a positive out of that. But that was like the worst spawns I've ever seen for the wisps as well. Once the round starts, what you're gonna do is you're gonna just kind of post out. I usually post out in church, but we'll see what this one looks like. Alright, so it's not clock and it's not radio. Hopefully we don't get that visual glitch again. Would have been nice to guess that right, huh? Would have been nice. Okay, power again. Gotta love visual glitches. See, globe. That's how it's supposed to do, like that's called a good spawn. Not double tap. And so far it's globe and power, not tire. Not quick revive. Okay, it's clock. So let's get clock. Sucks that wasn't clock before. Alright, so we got globe and radio so far. It's not that one. Okay. Let's check clock. Alright, it's clock. That's the 4th one, I believe. And once you hit the 4th one, you should get a little sound cue. Sounds just like that. Once you get that sound cue, what you're going to need to do, go to the teleporter again. We just heard the rocket go by, so hopefully it's ready. That's how you know you did the whistle step right, is you see this purple here. And we can't do anything because the rocket's going. That's lovely. It's perfect timing as always. Alright, let's get rid of some of these zombies. Come over here. Don't end the round. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna take the teleporter. Once you're in the teleporter, you're gonna need to do a couple things. You're gonna need to grab this part, which is on this little barrel here. You see that? We grabbed it. And then we need to grab this part, which is right here. This little cylinder here. We're gonna grab that. And then we're gonna pay attention to this scientist.
I can assure you that the progress made at
We're gonna need to get 3 symbols.
accelerate our plans.
And that's...
No doubt that the discovery of the
So that for me is door. So it's door all 3 times. Alright. And we'll go over the symbols once we get to that step. But that's all you need in this room. Once you spawn back, you're going to come back here and a Panzer is going to spawn. We're going to take this Panzer so we can do the Panzer helmet. So if you follow my pathing, we're going to bring this Panzer here. We're going to go up
At least Dr. Grove
from
finally said the
spawn.
coordinates correctly. I heard there were some accidents.
And you're going to bring the Panzer around the stairs here. He has like sniper aim. Get away from the camera a little closer. Once he gets close, you go ahead and come up the stairs. And you're going to shoot this down. And then shoot this directly at the Panzer. That's going to kill him. And that's going to drop you the first part to the Ragnaroks. So we're going to grab this.
This is mine. It has
The
to
next
be.
thing we're going to do
Holding it.
is we need to activate, in order to proceed with the Easter egg, we need to activate this trap. So the part that we grabbed from teleporting back in the past is going to be placed here. So since we have this part, we're going to put this into protect. And we're going to wait for the zombie so we can activate this trap and see where our next Ragnarok piece. The Ragnarok piece could be on this side or it could be on this side, which is 2 different teleporters. If it's on up there, we're going to take the teleporter or the pod right down there. If it's right here on the side, we're going to take this pod, which is down here next to double tap, which is right here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get the zombie. I don't want to end around, so we're going to wait for him to come in this circle. Activate this so the round doesn't start.
This proves to be at least somewhat dramatic.
And we're going to see where this Ragnarok piece is. So we got 1 from the Panzer. We need 3 total. This is going to be the second one. The next one is going to be where the rocket launcher is. So we need to go to that one there, which is going to be this Graph pod or teleporter, whatever you want to call it, jumping pad. Alright, so that's the next one.
Enough components. Perhaps I may construct something.
Alright. So since we got that, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the rocket area after we do this part. So that code that we got from teleporting in the past, you're going to have to enter it in that computer. What turned that computer on is turning this trap on. And after putting that part in there. So let's go ahead and enter door, door, door. So door, door, door. That's the sound that you've done it right. And what you need to do is you need to go back to where the teleporter is. Once you get to the place where the teleporter is, you're going to notice that this safe is open now. So what you need to do is you need to pick this up. So you grabbed 2 parts, and now you need to go back to where the trap is. So let's go ahead and go there. Once you're here, the pieces that you grabbed from that vault, you're going to place here. And then you're going to be placing here. And then you're going to change this from protect to destroy. And what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the rocket area. Alright, so there's symbols you need to remember. Okay, so this rocket test is here. This is good because we need a part. So we're going to grab the last Ragnar part. So you're going to need to activate this and run. That's a little lever you need to activate to get this part. Run here, it's gonna spawn all these fire zombies. So what I do is just do some charge shots. So this is gonna end a round, which is fine. Once we've done this though, the part's gonna drop right there. But we need to first wait for this to turn all green, and then we can interact with this console, and it'll give us our last Ragnarok part, which is kind of nice. At least we don't have to worry about this next time. But now we're going to be kind of in a rush to get all the whisks again, because we need to do the whisks. So let's go ahead and do that. This is our part we need. Got our last Ragnarok part. And let's go search for the whisks. Alright, so since you know where all the whisk location is, I'm going to find it here. But you just basically doing the first step as we did on round 10. You just need to repeat that. Find 4 whisks. Once you find 4 whisks, we're going to teleport again. Alright, so once you hear that sound, that means you got all 4 whisks. So same thing as before. What we need to do is we need to go to the teleporter, but first I'm going to grab this shield, and we're going to teleport once again. Alright, so we're going to go back to the teleporter. And again, we see the blue or the purple. That's how you know we've done it right. We're going to go ahead and take it. So this time in the teleporter, what we're going to do is, since we did all the other steps complete, we already grabbed that part, What we need to do is interact with this book here, the Chronorium. Interact with that, you're going to hear something open, and you're going to grab it, which is right here, this tablet. So we're going to grab that. And that is no more whisk steps. So once you grab that part, you're all good. You just gotta wait to teleport back. And once you teleport back, we're gonna go ahead and do the step that we tried to do after we kill this panzer. So first, we're gonna bring this panzer to the next location. Next location is right where you turn on power. Right in this location here. And the little claw is hidden right here. So we'll go ahead and knock that down. Wait for Pansy to come. He's right there. He is dead. Down for the count. Almost missed him there. So we'll go ahead and grab that double points. So that's the second location, which once we do the keeper step, we'll do the last Panzer Claw, which, I'll go ahead and show it to you now. If you open this door, you go down this ledge here. The last Panzer Claw, which we're going to have to worry about later on, will be right here. We'll go ahead and shoot it down now. Oh, right here, sorry. Alright, so it's there, all set up for the next Panzer. We'll just leave that there for later. Now the next step of this egg is interacting with 2 computer consoles. The first one's here. It's going to give you 4 symbols, and we're going to read them from left to right. Just to show you, we have circle, rocket, door, lightning. You can name it whatever you want. Circle, rocket, door, lightning. Circle, rocket, door, lightning, circle. And that means it's done when you hear that. But that's how you do it. You do it from left to right. You can name those symbols whatever you want. You can even pause the game if you want. Like I'll show you on this next one. So how you know you've done it right is that circle will be bright. So we need to activate both of those in order to shoot down a rocket, which is awesome, by the way. So we'll go ahead and do the next Simon Says. And I'll show you what I mean by pausing it. And once you start it here, you can go ahead and press on it and pause. And the nice thing about pausing is it will stay there forever. So just keep in mind, number one which is this one. This is door. This is what I call door. This is lightning. This is rocket, and this is circle. So what I'm going to do, since you see me complete it once, I'm going to go ahead and complete this, and we'll go ahead and shoot the rocket down. Alright, so we went ahead and completed that. Both of them now are lit. Once you complete, and keep in mind, if you do mess up, like if you completed one and mess up the second one, it will make you do both of them again. So just keep that in mind. But once you do both of them, what you're going to do is going to hit the green button. What that can do is going to shoot satellite, spaceship, whatever, and this little bullet's going to come down. And you can watch it as it falls. So enjoy the show, and once that does fall, we're going to go ahead and grab a part, which I'll show you now. Once it falls, what you're going to need to do is grab this part right here, and we'll move on to the next step. Did you hear that audio for a second? Nice little rooftop in there. But the last step here, what we're going to do is we're going to head to do the keeper step. And basically what we're going to do there is we're going to interact with this thing here, and it's going to spawn in a keeper. And it's going to take us to 4 different locations that we need to basically fill up soul boxes for. So what we're going to do is, instead of me going around the map and just showing you, we're just going to go ahead and show it to you while we do the step. But before we do that, we're going to activate Pack-a-Punch as well. So since we didn't active on the one by the teleporter, we'll activate this one here. And then once we walk by the teleporter, not teleporter, by the launch pad near the trap upstairs, we'll go ahead and pack our shotgun. It's the only thing we're going to need. Well, we don't even have our shotgun yet, so we'll make sure to pick up the shotgun once we get over there. So we're going to interact with this, and it's going to spawn in a lot of dogs. And since we only have one zombie in the round, it's only going to have one. It's not going to continue until that zombie is dead. So we're going to wait and see where she goes. This is one location here where the tablet is. But it doesn't look like she's going there. It looks like she's going to Mule Kick. Oh, it was flying. Alright. See this color on the ground here? If you were doing like co-op, it would require you, if you're on ranked, to build one bow for every player. Since we're not on, co-op, we're going to do the electric bow for every single location, which will just make life, 1,000 times easier, to be honest. So we're going to go ahead and fill this up. Panzers might spawn, so we'll go ahead and show you the next location after this. On a side note, it'll usually take a whole round for this to be complete. And on 2 of the circles, panzers could spawn. On one of them, they will definitely spawn. So just keep that in mind. Once the round's over, she'll move on. Alright, she chose her next location, so we're going to go ahead and fill this up. And we'll watch out for that panzer if he comes in. Alright, got that circle done. She is moving on. We'll go ahead and go to the next location. Alright, the next location is right where you do the void bow steps, if you know, if you've ever done that before. But it's right here, so once we fill this up, we're going to be watching out for panzers, and then we'll go to the next location as well. On a side note, that's the reason why I like keeping this door closed, is so we don't have no sneaky panzers behind us. So, if you like, you can keep it closed, but it's definitely up to you. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the last location here. Alright, so the panzer did end up spawning, and he spawned right on top of me, which is a little bit concerning. So we're going to go ahead and meet the keeper, but first I want to show you how to do this part here, just so we can get our panzer helmet, which gives you 50% damage reduction for fire, and also It helps you with the bombs that he throws, little delictividiums, but our danger closest takes care of that. I just like doing the Panzer helmet. It doesn't really take too much time, but it is pretty simple. So we're gonna come down here. Since we have this shot already, I'm gonna go ahead and light up this and just wait for him. Alright, so go ahead and open that door. We're gonna meet the keeper. And how do you know they got the Panzer helmet? If you look at the shadow, look right there. Something's on top of our head. That's how you know you got the Panzer helmet. So we're gonna go ahead and fill this up. We're gonna put the clay tablet down right here. That's the only place you have to put the clay tablet down. Don't forget to do that though, because it will literally stop. Hold on, I'm triple hit. That was close. Let's go back to the circle. So once we fill up the circle, she's gonna move on. Well, it looks like we did most of our killing when we were doing the Panzer helmet, so we're gonna probably have to stay here for one more round. So once we fill this up, we'll get to the next step. Alright, so once you finish all the circles, all those are lit up, she'll turn into a red keeper. And you can follow her, but where she's going is she's going down to the pyramid. So we'll just follow her since it's a dog round anyways. But look how cool she looks. Such a cool Easter egg. We'll meet her down there. Once she gets down here, you notice that the pyramid is gone. But she'll go ahead and spawn it back here. And we're going to go ahead and place that part we grabbed right here once she spawns the pyramid back. That is so cool. Alright, so once the pyramid is back in action, what you're going to need to do is you need to put the cylinder right here. That's going to open up the pyramid again. And what you need to do to make sure at this point is that you got danger closest. As you can see, I already got it. We got lucky with our first gobblegum spin while the pyramid was spawning. So we're pretty much set. We just need to pack-a-punch our weapon. And we're pretty much good. And we need to build the Ragnarok. Now let me pack-a-punch a weapon and we'll get to the Ragnarok. Alright, so you just want to make sure at this point you build the Ragnaroks. We're going to go ahead and build that here. Like that. Alright, we got everything set, so we just need to choose one of these 4 squares if you're on solo to teleport into the boss fight. Now, if you're in the co-op, just 2 people, then you just need to choose 2 squares. If it's 4 people, then all 4 squares. But since it's only us, you just need to choose the 1 square. When you get into this boss fight, really nothing really too much to worry about except for like panzers and maybe like the miscellaneous things happening, but otherwise on that, it's a really fun boss fight. What I always suggest is when you're running around here, what you want to do is you kind of just want to gather them up at first to save your ammo, and then maybe like 20-30 seconds into the phase, you're going to start putting some ammo down. And then once this ball shows up, you're going to place your Ragnaroks down by pressing the right trigger, just like how you pressed when you entered into the boss fight. If you're on mouse and keyboard, it's going to be the right clicker. If you're on controller, it's going to be the right trigger. So you're going to place, when you place those Ragnaroks down, just make sure that it's in the middle and always stand behind a pillar. When you put it down, because sometimes it will glitch out. It doesn't register that it's completely in the middle, and the keeper or the boss fight or whatever has a wipe attack. Now this wipe attack electrifies the whole floor. So if you don't get behind a pillar, what's going to happen is you're going to automatically die. So after you put enough damage into the keeper, the panzer round will stop, as you can see. Now, you can just use a wonder weapon here. You can switch to shotgun, and it will do great damage, of course. But the electricity bow keeps you alive from everything else, so it's always a safer route. Another thing you can do is kind of electrify the floor, and then, you know, take your shotgun out and then do damage. But, yeah, you know, it's kind of the dealer's choice. And by the way, if you're wondering why we're on round 17, it's because the minute we entered into the boss fight when I was taping the tutorial, we got connection interrupted. So I pulled up the boss fight from one of our previous runs and just finishing out the tutorial by breaking down this boss fight. But once you kill these panzers, I think there's 4 in total. Last max ammo will spawn in the middle. And then you can claim your max ammo, and also make sure at this point that you have your Ragnaroks charged, because you're going to need that again for this keeper section. And the same thing as the first phase, just want to gather them up at first, for like 20-30 seconds. Just keep in mind though, during the third phase, you can gather them up, but just keep in mind if those little alien things are flying in there, they hit you no matter what. But they count as 1 hit each. So if 3 of them hit you and then suddenly a bad zombie spawn, you know, double smacks you, you'll be down. So just kind of be mindful. You can actually shoot those skeletons too, but if you keep yourself safe relatively with electric bow, even if those skeletons hit you, you should be fine. Alright, got our last one there. So we're going to stay behind a pillar just in case. Wait for a little twitch there, and then we're going to unload in her chest. I always do 1 charge shot, and then just spam the rest. You don't need to do multiple charge shots, just that one time, that's it. Alright, so we got our last pans around here. Same thing here, you just want to kill these panzers. Once we kill 4 of them, we'll be able to do our last keeper step here. And the shotgun does really good damage too, so if you find a spot where you can put an electric bow down on the ground and unload your shotgun, do so. Alright, got the last one done here, so we got our last phase here, which is the keeper phase. So in this phase, little volcanoes will kind of pop up from the ground. They do hurt you, so just keep in mind when the skeletons are spawning and the dogs are spawning and the zombies are spawning, it's very quite easy to get hit multiple times, especially when that ball comes out. You'll notice that you might get some bad spawns, so when that ball does come out, make sure you shoot the middle just to kind of clear your entryway into that orb. And we're just waiting for the orb. It should be coming out pretty soon here. Keep yourself safe. Keep kind of spamming. Alright, it's there. Rush in. Put your gravity spikes in. See how I got hit like 4 times there? It would have been better for me to just shoot a charge shot on the ground just to keep me even more safe. Standing behind a pillar, where we're going to finish off this boss. Same thing, 1 charge shot and then multiple spams, and we are done. GG's. Now when you get back, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to grab a piece from the pyramid, because you're not quite done with the Easter egg yet. You're going to interact with this twice. Okay, so interact once, and then after you pick something up, or it sounds like you pick something up, interact with it again. That way you can pick it up. And then what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to go back to that computer where we played Simon Says. And we're going to need to put that part we just picked up in the middle here. And then that will unlock the cutscene. And now you have completed your Eisendrache Easter egg solo. So, if you thought this was helpful, and I know this is an old Easter egg, but this is my favorite Easter egg still, so I kind of wanted to do a tutorial. And it kind of sucks because while I was doing this tutorial, I got DC'd as I entered into the boss fight. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, because it definitely was fun, as always, to do the Easter egg again. But I'm not going to let the cutscene play out here. It goes into a whole animated cutscene, which I don't know if you've seen yet, you probably have. But enjoy the cutscene, and if this Easter egg tutorial has helped you in any shape, way, or form, please put a like, and please consider subscribing to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Otherwise than that, you guys have a fantastic day. Bye now.